Oh, welcome to San Diego Living. You know, the running joke here in Southern California is that we get paid in sunshine. But why not make the sunshine pay you, or at least pay some of your bills? That's what we're talking about first up here this morning with our good friend Artie Rose from Solar Alliance. And I'm teasing Artie because as much as we've talked about solar and what a great deal it can be and how you can get the government to pay for it, you've sweetened the pot once again. So I'm thinking, should I just wait another couple of days for you to sweeten the pot even more?
What I've done, Mark, is basically given people 18 months to basically even consider giving us a dime for the systems.
Okay, so I'll be kind of clear on this since you and I have talked about this. The previous deal was for the first year, let the government rebates and so forth make your payments and get the whole thing started. No cash out of your pocket whatsoever.
Right.
But you've engineered this now to where no cash out of pocket for the first 18 months.
Right. And what people do, Mark, is they decide what size systems they want. So if they want a system that would save them $75 or $100 a month or $200 a month, they're going to save all of that money on the front end before they have to put out any money.
So in my case, as we were looking at my system at my house, we were talking about a minimum savings of about $200 a month.
Right.
I'm free to just put that $200 in my pocket if I want to.
That's basically $3,600, Mark, that you'll be saving on your utility bill before you even have to consider paying for the system.
Now, if I want to, though, I could take that $200, just set it aside, and then apply that later on, but I don't have to.
That's what most people do, and
Okay.
of course, we've also talked about the incentives from the state and the federal government. So over that 18-month period, as you're saving $3,600, you receive a check from the state within 18 months, and when you file your taxes early next year, you'll obviously be receiving money from the federal government, and as we've discussed, the government will pay for 30% of the cost of the system as long as you pay federal income taxes.
Okay. So what you want folks to do is have you come out and look at their utility bill.
Right.
Sit down with, and you like 12 months of utility bills. That's a great way to go so you can
Right.
see it year-round. And you'll break down what is basically a 4-tier system and then a whole page of added extra charges.
Right, something we talked about when we visited about the public purpose programs and how basically people are paying for a system whether they own it or not. And when we go out, we sit down with the homeowner with their bills. It's one thing for me to tell you how much money you could save, but when we sit down with your bills and you're looking at your charges, and I can show you what a system can do specifically with your bill, how we can wipe out the public purpose programs, and from day one, and like I said earlier, Mark, you decide what size system you want. If you want a small system that can save you...
It's not a one-size-fits-all by any stretch of the imagination.
And it's also not for everybody. You know, I go out and visit with some homeowners whose utility bills really don't warrant a system. We recommend that if a person has at least $150 or more, the system will literally pay for itself from day one.
Now, we ran the math on mine, and one of the first things that the people in the know cautioned me about was be careful about getting into a system that you'll never be able to pay for. So you and I ran the math on it. We looked at my bill, how much we would save each month. And we know how much the system generates.
Right.
Okay, it generates a certain number of kilowatt hours worth of energy that you can directly look at your bill and say, that will take that off my bill.
Right.
So it's not hard math to do. We looked at it and calculated that the payback on the system after the rebates and so forth from the government would only be about 5 to 6 years for me.
And what's important here, Mark, is it's the same money that you're giving SDG&E. We're just diverting that money.
It's no additional money out of my pocket, exactly.
Right, and one of the biggest knocks on solar over the years has been payback. People say to me, well, how long does it take for me to get my money back? With our new program, the 18-month, no payments, no interest, and no down payment, the payback, Mark, is literally immediate. When you get your first bill, as a matter of fact, we put the system on your house. When we turn it on, literally your meter starts to spin backwards. So your payback, you're actually receiving money coming in before you have to put money out.
So, again, we've talked about why people would not do this, and I think it's like a lot of things these days. It's just lack of information on how much the systems have improved over the years, the new technology, how simple it is, and anybody can do the math once you sit down with somebody like yourself with your bills and actually do it. But now, if you're not convinced, how about the first 10 callers? If you've got an average monthly utility bill that's at least $150, $150 utility bill. Give Artie a call at Solar Alliance. He'll come right out to your house like he did with me, except for you, for the first 10 callers, he'll give you a $25 Visa gift card just to sit down. So you're going to make money on the deal just by sitting down and talking to Artie about this.
Yeah, there's obviously no obligation, Mark. And one of the things that we have done at Solar Alliance, we've brought the pricing of solar down. You know, a lot of times people think that solar is a major, major investment. Because of the fact that we have our own crews, we warehouse our own equipment, we were able to go out, work with homeowners, give them the lowest possible pricing, and make it affordable for them.
All right. Well, again, you and I are going to have one more meeting, and then I think it's going to be time for us to install it. And I can't give you a better testimonial than that. It's just, it's a great deal all the way around. So, folks, make the call. First 10 callers, $150 bill or more. If you qualify, then Artie will come out and give you that $25 gift card just for talking. Great to see you, Artie.
Yeah, nice to see you, Mark.
See you again soon.